The Cabinet Secretary, Professor George Magoha, has scoffed at those criticizing the rollout of the competency-based curriculum, saying the government is already working on transition modalities for the first cohort that will join junior secondary upon completing grade 6 in 2023. Magoha says those complaining about the cost of CBC have failed to appreciate the practical nature of the new system that requires parents to support their learners based on their current circumstances. Sam Gituku reports.
For a curriculum in its fifth level of implementation, the debate is on the merits and demerits of a system that has changed how learners interacted with content and the involvement of parents and guardians. Education CS Professor George Magoha, however, feels some of the feedback is misplaced and ill-intended.
We are not going to take this lying down, this onslaught which is based on politics and actually toxic politics and toxic. We shall not take it lying down because we are not politicians. We are not cowards. You are not going to see me on television arguing. You will see me in schools checking that the work is going on. I don't have to answer you on TV. For what? And if we find there are bottlenecks, we shall deal with them.
Some of the stakeholders find the new system cost-intensive for the demands on learners shouldered by parents. For Magoha, no learner is expected to go out of their way in making the system to work.
There's a lot of rubbish being spoken about cost. There is actually no cost because if you ask a child, come with a utensil tomorrow. Come with a utensil tomorrow. If that child is a Kalenjin in the village, he will come with a Mursik container.
The disparities of implementation already visible between private schools and public schools. Home assignments for learners in private schools appear to be more demanding on the side of parents, unlike in public schools. There are also notable differences on experience of learners between urban and rural areas. Some parents in private schools concerned that their children still need several books against the promise, says Magoha, defending public schools.
Which books are the children buying? The books have been bought. And you find that for grade 5, the books were bought a year ahead of time. Right now, the process for the government using billions of shillings to buy grade 6 books is ongoing. By the time the children get to grade 6, the books will be there.
Learners in grade 5 will transition to grade 6 next year, marking the final level of primary school. There are concerns over transition preparedness into junior secondary school in grade 7 with expanded infrastructure required.
Most schools are not filled to capacity. One does not become a professor without going to school. So why do you think we are not working behind the curtain to ensure that the transition is going to be smooth?
C.S. Magoha spoke at Kakamega School, where he also revealed that 98% of KCPE 2020 candidates can now be accounted for after weeks of campaign to admit hundreds of learners left behind in Form 1 admissions. Out of the 1.17 million candidates, 1.12 million are now in Form 1. Over 11,000 have joined various TVET institutions. Another 2,600 will resit the KCPE exam. Over 26,000 candidates, however, have not been accounted for. Sam Gituku, TV.